I did not think I would need to make this video, but apparently I have a stalker and I have a hacker. They're both one. Now, it's come to my reasoning or attention that this person is a follower of mine. Okay? So the person that I suspect as the main culprit is a follower on my YouTube channel. And I'm not going to say who it is. And I'm not going to say if it's a he or a she. But I will say that I sent a message to them, an email, coordinating a meetup because I know the truth. Now, she refused to show up at the location that I specified. And not only that, when I went to her apartment, okay, it's a she, fine, that information has been revealed now. She told her friend that she hasn't lived there in 2 years. Now, that doesn't make any logical sense because a number of reasons. But one of the main reasons is the person who answered the door gave no indication of the previous owner, when usually people investigate that. And also, 2 years, but the person I'm speaking of was back in the country within 2 years, based on logical deduction. So it was very disturbing. And so I have to make this video because she is not cooperating, and I have definitive proof that she hacked me. I found a glitch on the NordVPN system that exchanged her VPN with mine because the equipment she was using, which is probably government technology, was hacked into my computer. And so this gets weirder and weirder because the VPNs are similar, very similar, the numbers. So I said to myself, okay, she must be using a similar VPN so she can easily bypass the system and confuse me. And that backfired because then she was using her VPN for me to be able to see. And so push comes to shove, I analyzed this left and right, and the only logical explanation was that because I have a static VPN means it doesn't change. And there was a different VPN to the static, and it wasn't my phone, and it wasn't my mom this, and it wasn't computers down there that, it was someone else. And the location that I uncovered, I'm doing this all by myself, but there's like different ideas that have come to me to help me understand this, is that she's in New York City. So I went there, I went to the location, and I went to her apartment. Now, recently, White Pages, they added a bunch of addresses to her because I've been accusing her of working with the government, because how could else she have that technology? So what did the government do? They added a ton of addresses to confuse people and make it seem like she's all over the place. Right after the accusations, I publicized them. Now, maybe I'll put in the links of the Patreon. It sounds crazy, but this is what happened. And I think she's been hacking for years. And the worst part is if I'm showing interest, because I showed interest with this girl, and then you're showing interest in a practically psychotic way and not cooperating when I'm confronting you, that's a big problem. Okay, so I'm trying to stay calm, but this is, I had a long day and no results. So I texted her, okay, and no response once again. So this is highly important. I asked that she respond because I'm going to be telling Zen Masters, who I'm in contact with. I'm in contact with a lot of high-up officials because I'm working with space travel, okay? So I'm in contact with Tom DeLonge, I'm in contact with Elon Musk, and all the big timers, to let them know our progress with these technologies, and to give you in on what happened. I was doing research on the peacock feather with a 25.6 hertz, and it was found to be top secret because they stole that image from my computer, and I had to redo it because that information was targeted by the government or someone who doesn't want that information known. And my lights flickered in the house, and then the picture was gone. And I had to redo it, which wasn't so hard because I have a decent memory and I know the concept. But the point is, they stole it. So this is top secret stuff that people are willing to violate my devices in order to know about. Now, because I'm in contact with all these higher people, if I tell people, if I let the world know that what she's been doing, and I have definitive proof because based on the logic, she's been hacking, and she still doesn't cooperate, and the whole world's going to know about it. Because I'm in the business of the top technologies in the world right now. You know, until we figure out something better than wormholes. So that said, please cooperate. And if you do not, on April 1st, I've been saying this for the past couple weeks, your information will be released to prominent figures throughout the world every single day, and they will know, and you will not be able to get a job in government. People will know who you are. They will know that you're hypocritical because you're following me. You're not saying it. You're not saying that you're following me in also unethical ways and not just ethical ways. And it will be justice. Now, I'm not fixated on justice, but when mental illness is involved, people need to know who's the mentally ill one.